Hey guys, welcome back. This is a quick video that's going to change your life forever. The truth about manifestation and why it hasn't worked for you yet. Number one, time. My question to you is, why is everything taking so darn long? Why are you allowing for the time between your desire, so the thing that you want, and your manifestation coming to fruition? Why are you giving yourself permission for this to take weeks, months, years? Especially those of you who work in a service-based business or you're coaches, online entrepreneurs, time is of the essence. You cannot close deals and make your manifestations a reality when you're letting clients, customers, and opportunities wait for weeks on end. Things aren't hot and exciting anymore. Manifestation loves excitement. The solution: you shorten the time between the idea and the desire and it happening. So if you have an idea and a desire to turn your creative ventures into a business, open up a Google Word document, make your offer, put a price on it, and start offering it to people. Maybe you want to manifest love into your life. Get dressed right now, stop bed rotting, go out. Go to places where you aspire to spend more time in and do it quickly. Manifestations love speed. So if you have an opportunity to get something done, do it now. The second and probably most important part of your manifestation process is precision. My question is, why are you so darn afraid to be precise? Why are you afraid to say that what you really want to manifest is someone who treats you this way, business that makes exactly this income, is a home that is exactly on this street? Perhaps you want a G-Wagon with exactly this type of interior, like this exact number of subscribers and followers. Why are we playing small, modest, and humble? These are your dreams. These are your desires. These are your manifestations. Give yourself permission to dream big and go big, and be precise about it. Often we're not precise about our manifestations because we're actually dealing with an internal feeling of guilt and shame. Almost as if abundance comes to you, it will take away from someone else. That is not true. That is a self-limiting belief. Erase that out of your mind right now. By the way, if you're new here, hi guys, my name's Vanessa Samaina. Welcome to all of my ladies, gentlemen, jelly beans, and everybody in between. This channel, it is my duty to teach you how you can become the psychic CEO of your life. Because manifestation, intuition, and real life results, they don't need to be separate. Which brings us to the third point of why your manifestations might not be working out, which is the case if you are dealing with limiting beliefs. Yes, my gorgeous soul, limiting beliefs. Nobody likes to talk about it, but let's be so real about that one time in 5th grade when your teacher told you that they never thought that you would amount to anything. Yeah, that still stings to this day, and that did have an effect, unfortunately, on your self-confidence. But fortunately, you do not have to continue accepting those limiting beliefs or your current reality as the reality that you will continue to live. And the thing is, when you truly go inward on step number 2, which is about precision, and you're noticing that you are feeling shy, you're feeling uncomfortable, you're feeling some resistance to be very precise about what it is that you want to manifest, you know that you first have some limiting beliefs that you have to clear. You have to get rid of those. You have to be the type of person who believes that they deserve all of every single thing that they desire. If you don't believe it, how can your manifestations come to you? If part of your manifestation is being extremely successful professionally, whether it is in your 9-to-5 or it's a business that you're building by yourself, how can you be successful if everybody can feel that you don't think you deserve these clients, you don't think you deserve to make passive income, you don't think you deserve to have rest and still be killing it and still be making buttloads of money? You've got to believe it. You've got to see it in order to achieve it. And that brings us to point number 4. Energy doesn't lie, babe. Energy really just doesn't lie. Let me read your energy right now. What's your posture like? How are you watching this video? What's your breath like? Are you breathing in deeply, or are you doing short, shallow breaths as though you're prey and you're surrounded by predators? Energy doesn't lie. Your manifestations are probably desires that you have of an elevated life. And in order to have an elevated life, first and foremost, you have to treat yourself like an elevated being. You have to treat yourself like you are already that which you desire to become, because only in that way will you see your manifestations actually come to fruition. So remember, when you walk into a room, energy doesn't lie. If you've ever noticed somebody walking into a room, they don't have to say a word, and you can already say so much about that person's energy. the same goes for you. Pay close attention to your energy around your desires. If your energy is still in shame, if your energy is still in insecurity, that's something you've got to work on, because you cannot attract your dream clients. You cannot attract creating amazing projects that sell. You cannot attract an amazing romantic partner who loves, adores, and respects you if you are not omitting the energy that you believe without a single doubt that you deserve all of that. Because trust me, my gorgeous soul, there is so much truth in the saying that we teach people how to treat us. So when you're teaching everybody through your energy that you don't think you deserve to be paid $10,000 for your coaching program, or you don't believe that you deserve to finish your book and have it published and be a published author, or you don't believe that you deserve not be in an abusive situationship with someone who comes and goes whenever they feel like it, you are teaching the world, the universe, your future, what it is that you are willing to continue to accept. So babe, it's time that you check your energy. And that leads us to point number 5, which is change. Guys, change is inevitable. Change is the only thing that is promised aside from death within this life. And the only constant within this human existence being change means that in order for your manifestations to become a reality, there has to be change. Why are you afraid of change? Why are you afraid of trying something new? Why are you afraid of having a different pattern and routine in your day-to-day life? You say you want your manifestations to become a reality, but are you behaving that way? Are you allowing for change to happen? Are you actually even inviting change? Are you seeing it as something positive? Because remember, the only way that you can change your current reality and manifest all of your desires is if you stop repeating the things that got you to this very point. And in order to stop repeating those things, the logical answer is it's time for you to invoke change. Invite it in, make it happen, do things differently. Read books, get your 10K steps, invest in yourself. Start posting on social media like it's nobody's business, because at the end of the day, I understand. You've got fears, you've got anxieties, you don't want people to talk about you behind your back, you don't want people talking about you, making fun of you, especially people you went to school with that you know. But let me tell you something, are you really going to care about what they're saying about you from their couch when you've made it, when you're living your dream life? Are you really going to care about what they think about you at that point? No. I promise you the best investment you can make is an investment in change. And that brings me to the all-important question, why are you so afraid on betting on yourself? And that is number 6, which corresponds to truth. And why I'm calling this 6th point your truth is because honestly, some of you, you've been eroding the belief that you have in yourself, and that's a truth, day in and day out, because you've been telling yourself, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, and then you don't do it. And what does that do? What does that create for your truth? That makes your truth the fact that you are now confirming to yourself you're someone who doesn't stick to their word. You're someone who doesn't care about themselves. You are someone who doesn't think that they deserve to take care of their body and go to the gym. If you said that you would quit drinking, smoking, allowing that toxic ex to come back into your life, you would stop non-affirming relationships from taking up your valuable, your invaluable, infinitely invaluable mental real estate, but yet you keep allowing these people to disrupt your peace, to disrupt your energy, to disrupt your abundance, and therefore disrupt your manifestations. Why are you lying to yourself? Why can't you just be honest about the fact that you haven't gotten serious about your manifestations yet? Because this is not a game. This is not, oh, I just want to manifest, and that's just so fun, and I just hope it's going to work out. Babe, get so serious about yourself. Take yourself seriously. And that brings us to the magical 7th and final point of today's manifestation video, which is, why are you focusing on lack when you should be focusing on abundance? It is officially time for you to stop focusing on what you don't have, on what hasn't worked, on the fears that you've got, and instead focus on abundance. Focus on what you do have. Okay, perhaps you don't have the best camera and you want to start a YouTube channel, but perhaps you have a phone. Perhaps you can order a microphone for $20 that sounds as crisp as any podcasting mic of the experts. Perhaps you don't have a lot of capital to start your business with, or right now your business is in a place where it's coasted, right? You used to make such great money, and right now you're like, Vanessa, how can I manifest more? How can I create more abundance? I've kind of hit a ceiling and I've been plateaued for a while. Let's stop focusing on the plateau and let's start getting out here and focusing on the abundance. The abundance of the fact that seeing the world as your oyster, telling yourself, and this might sound a little delulu, that people want to work with you. They want to buy from you. They are dying to connect with you. You are literally that solution they have been dreaming of, hoping for. You are that thing that they wished would come into their life, and here you are. And as soon as you appear, they want to work with you. They want to pay you. They see the value in your offering. They see everything that you provide. They want to give you everything and the last shirt off of their back because they can see that the solution that you've got is just hitting the nail on the head for them. Focus on the fact that while everything might not be perfect, while you can still get better at your craft, while there are still some things that you want to elevate, you can still already start selling now. Remember what I said, start selling now, create a Google document, a PayPal link. You can start getting orders and offers out now. You can start getting paid now. Focus on literally loving yourself now, okay? Cut off that toxic situationship that comes in and out of your life. You don't need that non-affirming ish. If you would have put half the energy you put in overthinking about that person into your life, into your looks, into your business, where would you be now? In what ways might you already have gotten closer to your manifestations that you didn't because you invested it in something that is a terrible ROI, okay, terrible return on investment. The best ROI you will have is in yourself, your mindset, and your education. And that's also why I've created my Psychic CEO coaching platform. Join me every single Sunday. You guys know I show up unfailingly. I've been on YouTube for 10 years now. My main channel is my baby, but what I really love to do is to teach you how to become the psychic CEOs of your life and to get you from A to B very quickly. If you vibed with this video, this sounds like exactly what you need in order to manifest everything that you desire. Check out my free live masterclass below in the description box. Watch it, learn from it, get all of the free value, and if you love the vibe of this video, you love the vibe of that masterclass, you know you're going to love what you will find within Psychic CEO. So for all of you who are fearless, who are going to take the leap of faith and come with me on this journey, I'm excited to welcome you on the inside of the portal. For those of you who are still right here on YouTube with me, you're still warming up a little bit to the fact that you've just been bombarded with the fact that you've got to do things more quickly, you've got to be precise, you've got to get rid of the limiting beliefs, you've got to change. The least you can do for yourself and your manifestations is to reward your efforts by leaving a butterfly emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know you were here, you watched this educational piece of content to the end, and you know precisely what step to take next. Now, as per usual, the decision is yours. Danke, dass du hier warst und dass du das ganze Video geschaut hast. Ich schicke euch ganz, ganz liebe Grüße aus Zürich. I love you all, my gorgeous unicorns, and I can't wait to catch you during one of my upcoming videos.